Hello everyone, today I will dive deep into Klipper stepper section. Whether you are new to Klipper or just need a refresh, I hope this guide will help you with your Klipper configuration. Okay, let's start. First, these two pins, step pin and deer pin, as the most important pins. Step pin tell the motor when to move, and deer pin, direction pin, controls direction. On the other video I show you how to change the direction. You just add the exclamation mark to change the direction of your motor. How you find them in your schematics. If you go to your schematics, that's the Manta MAP board. You have motors from 1 to 8, I think 1 to 7, and because one is doubled. And first of all, you see first motor 1, and you have direction pin PE5 and step pin PE6, and that's what you put up here. Okay, next we have enable pin. This pin turns the motor on off. Use if your driver needs a low signal to enable, then you just add exclamation mark. If your stepper driver need high signal, you just delete it, and that's it. And as well, it's on the schematic. Enable pin on the schematic, you have N, PC14, that will be micro steps. Standard it's 16 or 32. I have 64 here, but you need to remember, when you have more micro steps you have lower torque, and usually it go like bytes: 16, 32, 64, 128 and further away. Next bit, rotation distance. This is how far your axis move with one full motor turn. Is crucial for accurate movements, and that can change. It's between what you're actually using. If, let's see, I have some motors here. If you have motor with step angle 1.8 angle on step, it's different than 0.9. I want to show you the calculation as well. If you use different pulley, if you use 16 teeth or 20 teeth, you do it differently. If you want me to explain how to calculate that exactly and how to change it, just let me know and I'll make a video on that. But I won't do it now because it's need to be nice and short. And then we have gear ratio, but we don't have it here. It's usually on extruder. You use it when you use gearbox on your like on extruder you have gearboxes, but usually on the axis you don't actually have gearbox, then it's not important here. But yeah, you can check it usually with the supplier, and you can calculate the gear ratio yourself as well. I can show you that, do the video how to calibrate your extruder, and I'll explain that there. Then we have end stop pin and position end stop. Here we have TMC 2209 stepper X virtual end stop, because I'm using sensorless homing, and that's the way how you do it. Actually it's reading the amps it's pulling from the motor, and when it's hitting on the side of your printer on the corner, it's actually increasing the amps, and that's how it know it's end. But normally you just go to your printer and when you have end stops up here, you just put, like, you have PF4 and you just put that here, and then you use normal end stop. And I think, yeah, and that's it from that section. And next we have position mean, position of end stop. It's saying where your end stop is, yeah, on what parameter of your printer. And position minimum is 0, position maximum is 305. You can change it if you have position end stop. You can change it if your end stop is on the side or on the back somewhere, or your printer go behind your frame on your bed. You can adjust that, but it's not the most important thing. As well, we have homing and homing speed and retract. First of all, you should do homing speed fast. I'm not doing. I'm doing it slow because I'm using sensorless homing, and you don't do the retract for that. But if you use end stop, homing speed, you can get it a bit higher than that, and retraction distance you go much slower for accuracy. And yeah, homing positive direction, usually Klipper calculate that itself, but I want to reverse that. That's the reason I add this option, but it's optional. You don't need to add it for yourself. Okay, one more thing. I want to show you how to actually check your coils on your motor, because if you look here, some motors have, is between on the company who produce the motor, you have different the coils, they are connected to the connected different way. Like you see A plus, A minus, minus, it's a one coil, B plus, B minus, it's a second coil. If you don't have schematics for your motor, you see that's the difference. You have A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus, that they are connected differently. But if you don't have any schematics and you want to find out which coils are where, then you can use multimeters and find the pairs of the, if you plug your multimeter to the coil, it will have continuity. If it don't have it, that means that's not the coil. You need to check the other ones. And yeah, I think that's it. That's the whole explanation of this stepper section in Klipper. Okay, let's add some extra. Let's say if your motor vibrate but don't rotate, swap wires on one coil and check if that help. If your driver is overheating, you can reduce your microstep or add some cooling to your motors. And second thing, sometimes people when you have no movement on your motor, I make that mistake once. Check if enable pin it don't have exclamation mark like that, and because you can have different stepper drivers and they actually use low signal to start or high signal. It's between. You can just delete that or just add that. Yeah, it's simple as that. And yeah, I think that's it. Have a good day everyone and take care. Bye.